I snapped. When the king heard I'd assaulted one of my former co-workers, I was ordered to appear before the royal court. I told them what had happened, what my co-workers had done, what I had done. But the queen, upon seeing those 4 children, words were no longer necessary. I was granted full guardianship of you and the 4 surviving skeleton children. The king agreed to put an end to the trials, and the queen made it my job to care for the 5 of you. After that, it should have been happily ever after, but the children had severe physical and psychological issues. I tried to get outside professional help, but because of my co-workers' abuse, they didn't trust anyone that wasn't a skeleton like them. So, aside from the occasional consult, I was on my own. Because of the force feeding my co-workers put them through, half of them refused solid foods. As a result of the constant painful experiments they were put through by my co-workers, they had become dependent on opiates and tranquilizers, and because of their fragile physical states, withdrawal risks killing them. It also appeared that because they had no souls, they were extremely susceptible to illness. But the effect soullessness had on their ability to feel and understand emotions was the most startling. I tried to reach them as best as I could. They simply wanted to be able to feel things, to understand like everyone else could. But their soullessness didn't allow it. Your brother and 3B didn't worry too much about it, but 1C and 2A, they wanted to feel emotions more than anyone. When they realized they couldn't, it broke them inside. 1C became desperate to feel something, anything, so he began scratching, biting, hitting and breaking his fragile bones. He had to be hospitalized, but nothing seemed to help him. He just tore himself apart. I thought showing them love and care would help them, but my feelings merely served as a cruel reminder of their emptiness. No longer being able to see 1C took its toll on me. I no longer knew what to do. Their soullessness. How could I protect them from something I couldn't begin to understand? 3B wasn't the brightest of the N5. His mind was weak. He had difficulty simply moving his body and forming words. But he was a sweet and serious child. Not very self-aware, but seeing how the others suffered, that was probably for the best. However, since the time he was under my co-worker's care, he struggled with an infected wound. The results of one of the so-called tests. Despite medicine and treatments, without the soul, he was left powerless to fight such a severe infection. He, after a few short months, succumbed to his illness. The third child, 2A, she, like 1C, wished to feel, but couldn't. Comparing herself to others who could, slowly drove her to madness. It was because I wanted to be alone, she later told me. If I were alone in this world, then there would be no one to help me, no one to compare myself to. I would be normal, I would be safe. So she took a kitchen knife and, in my sleep, stabbed me 37 times. My screams woke your brother, and when she turned her attention to him, he ran, because he managed to find help in time. I lived.
Boring ones. When are they gonna let you come home?
But 3 of my children were now gone. Only you and your brother were still in my life.
Gasta?
How long before one of you got sick? How long before one of you went mad? How long until I lose another?
When I got here,
Those
you were screaming
were
in your
my
sleep.
only thoughts.
Does it hurt? Still?
I had to find a way to fix this. To, at the very least, protect what little I had left. That was when I decided to return to my work as a royal scientist, to begin my research of the soul. So I quit. I left the labs, and instead devoted myself to your treatment.